finished all of your preparations because the family's coming. They're going to be sleeping on your couch in just a couple of days. It's happening. Food is happening. Christmas is happening.
It sure is.
Mary Ann Amodeo is here. She's our favorite cooking consultant. We've got Luke Moffat, of course, from The Healthy Butcher. And we're going to be making some fun stuff that you'll be able to serve to your family and friends this Christmas, yeah?
Oh, very much so, very much so. And today we're using what so many of us have at home and count on at this time of year, our KitchenAid mixer. Now, what do you and I use it for? As a rule, at Christmas time, this is it. And what I've brought is some of the cookies that I've made today. And I did a traditional shortbread, which is so easy to whip up. These are traditional shortbreads.
Look how perfect that little snowflake is. Oh,
cute.
Beautiful job.
Yeah. So I did that and then pressed those out in a cookie press. And I used this for the, I used my all-purpose beater. If I was doing whipped shortbreads, I would use the whisk.
Oh, whipped shortbreads. Okay.
And so this, if you're doing home-style mashed potatoes, you use the all-purpose. If you're doing whipped mashed potatoes, you'll use the whisk.
And this is for sure whipped cream, yeah?
Oh, definitely,
sure.
no question. And then I did some other traditional cookies, chocolates with sprinkles. Actually, my grandsons helped me with these. So that, again, they're traditional ones. I use the all-purpose, but if I'm going to do the anything whipped, if you want those little, and Christmas cookies as a rule should be 1-biters.
Yes, okay.
You know, I know the kids like, that's fine, a big tree, put it in cello and give it as gift. But if you're serving them on your little 3-tiered thing or a cookie exchange, 1-biters.
The KitchenAid mixer gets such a workout this time of year.
Oh, that's well said.
Because it does so many things. We're going to be using it for something that is not sweet at all.
No, let's use it for a savory dish. Let's show the versatility. This here we can attach our meat grinder attachment.
Now where's the little cap?
The little cap.
That
is
little
right
that
there.
comes off, right?
Now, how many of you at home have a KitchenAid mixer and always thought this was a nice decoration?
Hold that still. We want to see that. There we go. Yeah, that comes off.
Well, guess what? When you take it off, you get 16 or 17 other appliances. And right now, Luke has attached the meat grinder attachment. He's using, I think that's the coarse.
This is the coarser
That's
grain.
the coarse. There's 2 discs, a coarse and a fine. So this is a steak that you've cut up from The Healthy Butcher. And we're going to make a meatloaf today. So you can see what Luke is doing here. Pushing that through. Now this handle that he's using is when you want to take this off, that loosens
it's like a
or
wrench.
tightens it. Even though we thought it was an object of art, no, that's like your wrench, and then the handle of the wrench is your pusher. Really a terrific idea. Now I want to point out also, while he's making this, if you're having a roast ham with your turkey, this, if you put that cooked ham through here with a pickle, with a pickle, it'll grind the pickle too, make your own relish.
That's crazy talk.
And do you know if you do that and put a little bit of mayo in there, I'll tell you something, friend, you will have the best ham salad sandwich you ever had. You can do it with the turkey, right, Luke?
All right, I'll tell you what,
Any
Luke,
cooked meat.
you keep shoving that meat through and keep grinding away. We're going to go to break, and then when we come back, we're going to see what we're going to do with this fabulously ground meat.
So
and you're going to
simple.
show us more, right?
Isn't it
Stick
great?
around. We'll be right back. Is it just me, or does that meat not look like? We are the Happy Cookers. We've got Luke Moffat from The Healthy Butcher and Mary Ann Amodeo, who is our cooking consultant here on TV. So we finished grinding.
Yes.
This is for our meatloaf, right?
That's right. Okay, so now stay with me. Come on over here and have a look at this. I'm going to we're going to take this off now. We finished grinding the meat. So there's, I'll give you that, Luke. And then we're just going to rock that back and forth. That is where the meat grinder comes off, and I'll hand you that. We can just put that to the side. And that is where all your attachments go on, be it your citrus juicer, be it your
Spiralizer.
Oh, I love that one. That was fun, that one. And also
Pasta maker.
Yeah, can opener. If you're a lefty like me, that's on all the time. So we've just locked that back in. Now, on this side, you open it up and then place your bowl inside. And remember, once you've locked this, You're going nowhere, man. That is solid. So we're going to lift it up. Now, Luke, what beater are you going to? You're going. Okay, there you go. The paddle. This is a great one, and you're going to use this one so much.
I love that you brought the Christmas color.
Candy
That's
apple
such a
red.
classic color.
Candy apple red. It's wonderful. Okay, so now we're making a meatloaf. So what do you want?
Can you pass me the diced peppers?
Okay.
I always like diced peppers, diced onions, all that kind of stuff in my meatloaf. Just helps retain a little bit of the moisture. Nobody likes a dried meatloaf.
Oh. See, and I happen to be one that likes a meatloaf sandwich.
Me too.
Oh!
When you fry up the slices
Yep.
and stuff.
Mother always made those on Wednesdays because we had meatloaf Tuesdays. And a drop of some olive oil. Now some
A little
people
bit of olive oil.
Yep, some
Just help
people
it
put an
combine.
egg. It's up to you, or for your binder, there it is. But when you're using good products, it's going to taste better.
And then whatever seasonings you also want in here, salt and pepper for sure, but whatever seasonings your family enjoys is okay.
A little oregano maybe.
You can, absolutely. Okay.
I love that the whole thing's being done on the KitchenAid.
Yeah, you barely even have to get your hands dirty until now, because I like to get my hands dirty.
Well, this is exactly what it is. So it's, and when you're grinding your own meat, you're controlling the amount of fat that's going into that product. Oh. Okay, so whether it's medium pork or beef or veal, you grind your own turkey meat, beautiful turkey burgers. And so that's really, really nice. And then you're controlling that yourself. Now I want you to have a look in here. Now that could have been Luke's meatball mix. You can do something like that. If you're doing a chili, you've ground your own meat for the chili, right?
Yeah, anything.
Anything. And with the slicer and shredder attachment, which we haven't shown today, but it exists along with the meat grinder, you can chop up all your peppers, that type of thing. So you really actually have a food processor attachment. So anything you want to add, you can do to this. And again, you're taking up such a small footprint on your kitchen counter.
And even those mashed potatoes that we're going to use, you did with the KitchenAid
Absolutely.
mixer. All right, what
Now
next?
these are, okay, so you're gonna put in about half. Now a stuffed meatloaf is very Italian. That's huge. And my mother-in-law would stuff it with eggs, hard-boiled eggs, and mozzarella cheese. And you can't go wrong with mozzarella cheese. And then pack it on the top. So Luke's, if you can see here, he's making a bit of a bed. Have a look. And there's your half of the meatloaf. Now, in goes the potatoes, which you've used. And again, you're just using one bowl.
This could be last night's mashed potatoes, or you can make them fresh, whatever you want, right?
You can do a turkey meatloaf with the leftover turkey and put it through there and put your mashed potatoes from
And
your
the
turkey dinner.
stuffing maybe too? Could you put the stuffing in there?
I think that's brilliant, don't you, Luke?
Absolutely, yeah.
Because
Whatever your heart desires, get creative with it.
Well,
right?
I mean, we could do a week's worth of shows on leftovers and what to do. I always do the turkey soup, but you know what? You could do a turkey meatloaf and then have your sandwiches out of that.
That sounds like a whole show in 2018, Mary Ann.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All
That
right.
looks great.
Now your oven will be turned on to 350, and then you've got a topping. Now Luke's got here a little bit of ketchup.
Yep, ketchup and brown sugar.
And I'm going to add,
We've got about a minute left, guys.
okay, a little bit of tomato sauce. We're going to whip that up, mix it up, and that's a tomato puree actually that I'm using. The other way, we're going to show everybody. There it is.
Nice.
Now I want a topping on there. That's going in at 350. Mine goes in for an hour. What do you say, Luke?
This will here still take about an hour.
Yeah. Now you can see that pan, now that's one of your loaf pans at home. That's a KitchenAid loaf pan. But your loaf pan at home, it's full. Okay, it's quite full. That's higher than what you would do it for a loaf mix because that would rise. No, this is quite full. That's going into the oven uncovered.
Uncovered, yep.
For 1 hour.
Yep.
Take it out. Let it stand because you want to be able to slice it. Now you can do two things with that when it's done, and I think we have one that's done.
Can I do the
certainly do.
magic part? I want to do the magic part.
There she goes, and here she comes.
Now look,
All right.
it shrunk a little bit, but that's normal, right?
Let's put it out on there, and let's slice it up and see what it looks. Oh yeah, that always is. And that one might have been a little bit smaller.
Luke, you're
Go
already
ahead, Luke.
dirty. You go ahead.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now watch. So your meatloaf, and meatloaf can be served at room temperature or it can be served warm. usually served with a veggie. You certainly don't have to buy mashed potatoes or make mashed potatoes for that.
Look at that, hey? All right, so
Perfect.
that's all the time we have for, so that was brilliantly done, and that topping has nicely caramelized.
Yeah, very
Thanks to
nice.
our KitchenAid mixer, we did it all in with one appliance.
Now
Can't
that's,
get better than that.
you can't. It's a fabulous product. And the color is just so fabulous.
So there you go, some Christmas entertaining made easy. Thanks to Luke Moffat from The Healthy Butcher, Mary Ann Amodeo. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
I'm hungry.